This is Claudia from the Bookkeeping Experts. I promise you that I would double the number of videos that I would bring on QuickBooks Online for next year, and I'm working on it. I want to tell you that every week you will receive 2 different tutorials to help you manage your QuickBooks Online and also manage your business. We're going to talk about business, and we are working so hard and improving our products, improving the way we can deliver this to you, and of course, our education. Make sure that we educate to pass it on to you. We want to help you with QuickBooks Online. We want to help you with your business so you can grow. When you grow, I grow. So, without much further ado, today we're going to talk about 3 things that you should be looking at the end of the year so that you can avoid what we call duplicated income. Why you don't want to have any duplicated income in your books? It's very simple and everybody can understand that. First, you don't want to overstate your sales because you have to pay more taxes on that. That's a simple one, right? Everybody can understand that. 2, you don't want to overstate your sales because you have the wrong point of reference when you're managing your business. We talk about how important it is to make sure that you have the right point of reference, and having your books up to date and your sales at the right amount correctly recorded into QuickBooks Online is essential for that. So without much further ado, we're going into QuickBooks Online and we're going to go over how to locate those errors. All right, so here we go. QuickBooks. All right. So first thing that you should be looking at is your income statement or profit and loss. So we're going to go to reports. Just click on the left-hand side, reports, and you want to take a look at your profit and loss at the end of the year. And let's see, this year, this is a simple count. So here, okay, so if you have a third-party app that is integrated with QuickBooks, and you take a look at the income and compare on the reports or 1099 and compare it to QuickBooks, and you see that there is an error in there, okay, so that is a very important thing for you to locate that your sales information is not correct in QuickBooks Online. So a lot of the times you may even see double the income, and the reason why is because most likely your income is duplicated. Okay, if you have a third-party app, for instance, a lot of transactions will come straight to undeposited funds. So you will see the sales here, but you even reconcile your bank account and everything is right, but you are not going to find that until you click on that plus new and bank deposit. Now, the other thing is that you may have reconciled your bank account, and for each month you may have seen like there is a 0 difference, but what you didn't realize is that the balance in the bank versus in QuickBooks there is a huge discrepancy here. And the reason why is that in QuickBooks, when you're reconciling, sometimes it says 0 difference, but the top checkbox is not checked, and what it means is that there are transactions there that have not been reconciled. So how do you check if a reconciliation is correct? And if there is nothing in there, you're going to go ahead and go to the bank register. So you are into the bank, click on transaction, bank transactions. That's one way for us to get there. You go to your bank account that you want to verify, and you click on go to register. All right, and what you can do is click on the little funnel here on the left hand side, and you're gonna put nothing on the front date, but on the to date we're gonna put the last day of reconciliation. All right, and on the reconcile status, I'm looking for transactions that have not been reconciled. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yes. By the way, it's 2023. This is a simple account, by the way. This wouldn't have happened if it Okay, here it says it's okay, but most likely if your reconciliation is not correct, you're going to see a ton of transactions here. And what you can do is just research each transaction to fix it. It could be an income that was recorded straight to the bank and not matched. It could be a bill payment that was not matched in QuickBooks. It could be income that was recorded into QuickBooks that never was deposited. So it could be several things, and you have to research those things, right? All right. So how can I find those transactions, right? So first, like I said, you want to take a look at the profit and loss, and you want to take a look at the balance sheet and see if the balance on your bank accounts are correct. Make sure that is correct. If it's not correct, you can even take a look at the transactions, bank transaction, and quickly verify that this is not right. Okay, the next thing you can do is verify if there are banks that are not connected into QuickBooks Online holding those balance. All right, so this happens a lot when you have third-party integration and there is a clearance account. So if I click on transaction chart of account, there's different ways to get to the chart of account. You'll see that whenever the account is linked, you see two arrows. When the account is not linked, you're not going to see any arrows. And if you have any clearing account, it's going to be an asset account, not a bank. But sometimes it is under bank. But most of the time it should be under assets. Okay, if you see an current asset account that is a clearance account and there is a balance in there, you want to verify that, because most likely those income transactions were recorded into the clearance account, but then when you saw it in bank and you didn't see any match, you just recorded it as sales. So you duplicated your sales. Those sales are there, but they're sitting on those clearance account or those bank accounts that are not linked. So what you want to do is to fix that by recording those sales transactions that should be recorded into the clearance account. You should go ahead and record it as a transfer. So if we go to income, for instance, I'm going to go to this account. All right, so it is low. All right. Okay, we can go this one. No, let's go back here. Okay, so we see a transaction here, and this should have been a transfer, but it was recorded as a sale. Okay, so I'm gonna first record as a sale in here because I didn't see any match. Okay, so I'm gonna record it here. And then I realize that there's something wrong. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to find the deposit that has not been matched. And it was supposed to be going to the clearance account, but it was recorded as sales. There it is. Okay. I'm going to click on the, oh, by the way, once you accepted the transaction, those transactions are going to be under categorized. So what you want to, once you find that transaction, you want to click on the blue highlight. When you click on it under categorize, it's going to open up the transaction. And from here, you can change that from sales and you can put it into the clearance account. Okay. So this way is going to show that the money is coming in and out of that clearance account. Okay. All right, so I don't have any balance there, so I'm not going to do anything because it's going to create a negative amount, and I don't want that. But that's one way for you to fix that. And the next thing you want to verify, if you see inflated income, and that's the most common one, it's undeposited funds. Look for undeposited funds. And what are undeposited funds? Those are payments received that are being counted as sales to you, but that has not been recorded as a deposit and matched in banking. So they're just sitting over there. You want, when you record a payment, you know, I talked to you about that. You want to send it to undeposited funds, but you want to make sure to follow the right workflow, which means after you record it into undeposited funds or payment to deposit, which is the same thing, you want to record the deposit and then you want to make sure you match it in banking. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is click on the plus new bank deposit, and all those undeposited funds are sitting over here. And I gotta tell you, I've seen clients that have like pages and pages of undeposited funds because they didn't understand the workflow of QuickBooks Online. So yes, transactions are supposed to go onto undeposited funds, especially if you have a third-party app that sends it to undeposited funds. But you want to make sure that you follow the workflow and that you record those deposits and match it in banking. And we talk about that, the fact that a lot of times, if it is like some third-party apps such as Clover or Honeybooks, sometimes it's sent to undeposited funds and the merchant fee is not recorded in here. So what you see is just the gross amount. So when you record those payments, in order to match it in banking, you want to record with the fee. So you're going to make sure that the bank account is right, the date is right, the amount is right. And if there is bank fee, you're going to put it over here. So if it is Honeybook, you know that Stripe is the company, the POS company that is charging the fees. So you put Stripe here, and then you want to put merchant fees. And the amount of the merchant fee is going to be a negative amount because that amount taking from the deposit, okay? So that deposit now is no longer $300. It's going to be $295. And once you record this, you want to make sure you go to the bank feed. Okay, there it is. Okay, and you want to match that. All right, so we don't have that exact transaction here, but you would make sure that you match that transaction. Even if you don't see the match, you want to click on here and match. Now, one thing not to do is when you click on match and you see the transaction, if there is a difference, you click on resolve the match. And you know, we found out that this feature is not working very good. And when you reconcile, it becomes kind of a nightmare because when you see the deposit, it's not going to match to whatever it is on your bank statement. So it's hard to find out because the other transaction is going to be on the other side. So you want to make sure you look at both. So I don't use the find a match and then and resolve the difference because of that, because it becomes a little harder to find it. Okay, so those are the three most common ways for you to find those duplicated income. Okay, I'm gonna go back to you. Yay! Okay, I hope that this was useful to you because I gotta tell you, one of the things you don't want is duplicated income. Like I said, there's so many things that will impact your decision making when you have the wrong point of reference. So you want to make sure you have the right point of reference. So I hope that this content is useful to you. And if you find it useful, I'm going to ask you a favor. First, if you haven't subscribed, click on the button subscribe for me, please. That would be my Christmas gift. If it's not Christmas anymore because you're watching this after, it's going to be a gift for me. Thank you. Thank you. And what I'm going to do is to make sure that I will bring important content that is going to help you manage your books and manage your business with correct information. That correct information is essential for your point of reference. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. This year has been amazing because of you. I love working with each and everyone who reach out to me, and I love to be able to bring this content to you to help you with your business, to help you with your bookkeeping or accounting firm. So I'm going to be back for more. And when I come back for more, I want to see you there. But until next time, you enjoy Christmas, you enjoy your time with your family and with the people you love. And I will be back. So keep on smiling.